he did that. Oh, God. Almost tricked me into giving everything away. I had to leave my cell phone, but at least I got out of there. Come on, Natalie. Pick up.
Nothing to say? You huffed and you puffed and nobody fell down. Was the shock so much that you swallowed your tongue?
I can't quite believe how hateful you are.
I'm a lot of things that you wouldn't believe. But we're just scratching the surface.
I want you to get out of my house.
I said no. Hasn't anyone ever said no to you before? I'm not going anywhere.
Fine.
You're not calling anybody.
Jessica, Natalie and I can...
You can explain? Please, explain to me. Explain to me what you and Natalie are doing. Explain to me why you've lied since the day I met you.
Take your hand off of me. Now! Let me tell you something. Obviously, you don't have a clue what kind of trouble you could be in. You may think because Jessica asked me to let you live here and to give you a job that I'm some sort of a pushover. Trust me, I am not. You don't know me at all.
Good point. I don't know you anywhere near the way I should.
The way you should? No. No, our acquaintanceship has come to a very abrupt end. Now, either you leave this house this instant, or I will call the police.
Oh, you're not calling the cops. Not if you know it's good for you. And for Jessica.
Much.
Really? Do you have any proof?
No, I don't have
for
any
that?
proof. If I had proof, I would have taken care of it before you wrote her a one-way ticket out of here.
Ben? Ben, stop it. Now stop. You can't do this.
We expect you to show some respect for the personal effects of other...
What?
Why won't Natalie answer? Oh, nothing left to do.
I just don't know where to begin.
Maybe you could begin with the first lie. Right through till today. Or would that take too long?
It's just complicated.
Complicated? Really? I don't think it is. You and Natalie are together. And you have been since the day we met. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you liking me and Natalie being my friend, that...
It was all planned. I'm so sorry. I got to know...
Everything? You and I vegan film class? Natalie finding my wallet, Natalie helping me with my car, and the elevator? Being trapped in the elevator?
All of it. Natalie wanted us to get close to you. And
Why? Why? I don't understand. What did I ever do? What, is this because my family has money?
yeah, partly.
Why? Seth, there's a lot of people in this world that are rich.
Not like you.
Well, then why? Why would you choose me? What did I ever do to hurt you?
Guess it's time you found out.
How dare you threaten Jessica?
All I did was state the obvious. Pretty soon Jessica's coming into some real downtime.
What does that mean?
You'll find out when she does.
I don't know what you think you're planning, but it's not going to happen, not to my daughter. Now get out!
Oh, it'll happen all right. Because you're not in control anymore. So you better get used to it.
What on earth are you talking about? Answer me!
Hey, don't pop a blood vessel. I want to see you live through this.
Live through what?
Eventually you'll get all the answers to your dumb questions, but not yet.
This is quite insane, you know that? You and Seth have been lying to Jessica from the beginning. Now that you've been caught, you think you can threaten me and threaten Jessica, and somehow I'm going to let this all pass?
One of these days, you're gonna get it.
Get what?
You're not running the show anymore.
Natalie, whatever you think is going on here, maybe you better take a good look at the odds.
Why? We taking bets?
I come from a very, very prominent and very well-connected family.
Rich family.
And I love my daughter Jessica more than anything on this earth. And if anyone tries to harm her, anyone, I will do everything in my power to protect her. You cannot even imagine what I could do. Now, are you quite sure you know who you're up against?
Good point. I don't know you, Vicki. I never got the so-called privilege. But I do know about you.
Yeah, I'll bet you do.
I gagged myself learning all about Mrs. Victoria Davidson. It's kind of hard for me. It's Victoria Lord Riley, Burke Riley, Buchanan, Carpenter Davidson.
My, aren't we a clever little thing?
Did I miss any?
Yeah.
Talk about family values.
Could we get to the point?
The point is, I know all about you and your rich daddy, and your husband, your lovers, your money, everything, all of your things. I have dug up clippings, go all the way back to when you were in pigtails, riding on your precious ponies. I've watched you grow into this rich bitch society queen. You know exactly what to wear, what fork to use, the right stationery that goes with the right occasion. You know what to buy, when to buy it, when to sell it. I mean, you know all the right things, don't you?
Go on.
When it comes to what really matters, you don't have a clue. I mean, you're so stupid that you actually are blind to things like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about Jessica and me.
If I could take back all that I've done to you, I would, but
Just tell me why.
Natalie had been working on this plan for a long time.
Oh, so you had nothing to do with it?
No. I mean, yes, I did. I helped in the planning.
So you two worked out everything. Nothing was chance.
Not really.
And after you'd leave a date with me, you'd end up in her bed? It's just a question.
This isn't how it was supposed to be.
Why did you do this? I don't understand. Is this because of what happened years ago? Is this because you were sent to reform school for trying to burn down my house? Is this some type of payback?
No.
Then why? I don't understand. Why me?
Because, Jess, it just had to be you, okay? I'm so sorry for all that we hurt you, and
Oh my God, I am sick of sitting here listening to your stupid apology.
No, I know that. I'm sorry, doesn't
No,
cut
you
it,
know
but-
what? It is over. Over. I don't want to hear another word.
Don't shut down on me. Just
Why?
make it work.
Why? You don't think this is over?
No.
It is. It is over, Seth. Get out of my way.
But it's not over.
Don't touch me.
You don't understand.
I hate you. I hate you.
Jessica, you have to listen
No.
to me. I have to tell you something.
That's my number. That's my old cell phone. How would she get that? I gave that cell phone
Natalie.
Natalie, I don't know what you mean.
You'll get it eventually.
What things that matter don't I know about? I mean, what don't I understand about you and Jessica?
I'm gonna love this.
Natalie.
You grew up rich. You had people bowing down to you always. I mean, I guess after a while you get used to it. Just think maybe God made you special, huh? God made you better?
No, I never believed that.
Oh, you are so sure of yourself. Jessica's the same. I'm gonna love seeing you and the princess come tumbling down.
You're a very disturbed young woman.
Like Miss Split Personality could be the judge of that.
And for some bizarre reason, you hate Jessica.
You bet I do. I hate her guts.
Somebody answered and hung up.
Who? Who is he calling? How dare you do that?
Well, we were having such a nice conversation, I didn't want to break the flow. But I guess phone call's more important than I am. I should remember where I stand.
You need help.
Why? Because I hate Jessica?
Why do you hate Jessica so much? You've only known her 3 or 4 months, right?
I've had lots of time to get to know Jessica.
Why?
I've had lots of time to think about her big house and her trips to Europe, her designer shoes, all of her cute boyfriends, all of the things that I didn't have.
Is that what this is all about? That's pathetic.
Yeah?
Yeah. How old are you? What, 19 or 20? Come on, by now you should have realized some people are born with advantages. Others are not.
Don't you understand anything? Jessica took what was mine. Now I'm gonna get it back.
Don't you think you've got that backwards? Jessica's never taken anything from you, but on the other hand, you have abused her trust and her friendship.
Oh, Mom, she's done a lot more than that.
Jessica, I'm not sure how much you know. Natalie and Seth have been...
I know.
Do you know the whole story, how long it's been going on?
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry.
You've got a lot of nerve.
I know. Seth and I both do.
Well, it just ended, didn't it?
There you go again. So sure of yourself.
I'll tell you what I am sure of. You are leaving, or the police will be here to escort you off the property in 5 minutes.
Aren't you just gonna throw me in jail too? Use all your powerful connections?
You would like that, wouldn't you? No. No, I'm not going to do that, so you can be grateful.
Grateful? What have you ever done for me that I should be grateful for?
I think we're finished. I don't really want to hear another insulting word out of your mouth.
Oh, but I think you should, Vicki. What are you doing here?
How dare you walk into my house?
They don't seem very glad to see me.
Get out!
She sure knows how to give orders, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. What is going on here? What are you doing here?
I'm here to tell the truth, Vicki. The whole truth. Nothing but the truth. You ready to listen?
All right, so obviously you two are involved in this together.
Oh, yes. Natalie and I go way back, don't we, honey?
Mom, something's wrong here.
Something's been wrong for a long, long time, Princess. Seth, I'm glad you made it. Come stand by me.
Jessica.
How dare you come here? Why don't you go back where you came from?
Don't listen to her.
So Seth is involved in this too.
Of course.
Vicki! Vicki!
Hey, hello, Dave. So nice to see you.
You all right?
So far, yes.
What's going on?
I don't know. But apparently Alison Perkins has something she wants to tell us. The truth, whatever she thinks it is. Look, why don't you just say whatever it is you came to say and then get out? I'm quite tired of all these games.
This isn't a game. This is as real as it gets.
Well, then tell us what it is. What is it that you and Alison are planning to do to my daughter?
Your daughter? Oh, she's not your daughter. She's nothing. I'm your daughter.
No. No, you are not my daughter.
Yes, I am.
Natalie, I'm very sorry if you have had to endure hardships in your life, but whatever they were, they do not entitle you to a life that is not yours.
It is my life. I'm your daughter.
Well, if you really believe that, then you do need help. Seth, I don't know what your role in all of this was.
I wouldn't be here without him.
Fine, then just take her away from here, would you please?
He was my ticket in. Acting like he loved Jessica, but he was really there for me the whole time.
Oh my gosh, I cared about you guys. I worried about you. You too. You know how disgusting you are?
Jessica, please. Okay, that's it. Wrap it up before I call the police.
Why are you so intent on shutting this down? Afraid your little wife can't handle the truth? Do you always let your husband fight your battles for you?
Look, Alison needs to go somewhere where she can get help, and so do you.
Alison's not crazy, and neither am I. I am your daughter.
Repeating it doesn't make it any truer.
It's already true. I can't help it if you don't believe it.
Why do you believe this?
What?
What happened to make you suddenly think that you're my daughter?
Nothing happened.
Well, where did you get the idea from?
She got it from someone who ought to know. Me.
And how would you know if she's my daughter?
Of course I know who your daughter is. I'm the one who took her.
Look, Alison, I don't particularly want to go over what happened in the past. I would like to discuss what's going on right now, and I'd like to know what your connection to Natalie is right now.
Who would hurt a sweet little baby? That's what everybody thinks when they see me. What a monster I am. And look what happened. I was punished. Hit by a car, went into a coma.
What has that got to do with
Unfortunately
anything?
for you, I didn't die. That way I could spend the rest of my life thinking about what I did to you. I brought you back a baby, and then I let you go on with your life. While I ended up with nothing.
Okay, you're out of here.
Oh, I think you should listen to me.
Say what you have to say and then leave.
Don't let them get to you. Tell them.
When I came out of my coma, things were kind of foggy, but some things were clear, crystal clear, like before the accident.
When you took Jessica.
I remember pretending I was Nikki, sneaking into the nursery, taking the baby from the crib, what I did with her.
What you did? We know what you did. You kept her for 4 agonizing weeks, and then you brought her back.
Did I? Are you sure of that?
Don't listen to her, Vicki. She gets her kicks making you upset.
I'm trying to tell the truth.
You're obsessed, and you're playing a sick game.
Oh, you'd know all about games, wouldn't you, Dave?
What is this, Dave?
That makes sense. Why tell your poor, devoted wife you were busy romancing me in St. Anne's?
Ben wouldn't romance you.
Oh, he wouldn't, would he? Then why did he grab me and kiss me? And why was he always telling me how pretty I am? And why did he want to move in with me when I got out? Don't you tell me it was because he was using me.
Like you were using Vicki? How you were going to buy this huge mansion when you got the money she was going to give you?
I've still got my realtor's number.
Ben,
It's a long story. I did it for you. I'll tell you later.
you two wanted money so bad that you got mixed up with this lunatic? Oh, come on, please tell me you're not that stupid.
I didn't want money. I wanted what was mine. And Alison could help me get it.
Alison is a very, very sick woman. She's not going to help you get anything. And whatever she told you, you are not my daughter.
Okay, so I'm just crazy now, huh? Come on, Vicki, how long is it going to take you to figure this one out?
You're not making any sense. There's nothing to figure out.
Let me spell it out, all right? The baby I brought back to you, it wasn't the same baby I kidnapped from your nursery.
What?
I'm saying I switched your daughter with Jessica.
Haven't you tormented me enough?
I'm not trying to torment you.
You begged me to forgive you, and now you're taunting me with these vicious lies.
Why do you assume they're lies?
Because I know my own child.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Because I took her when she was just born and kept her for 4 weeks. More time than you'd spent with her.
A mother doesn't forget her child.
Even if she's a newborn one day and a month old the next?
Even if she's a year old the next.
So you didn't check and make sure? Look for any identifying marks? Have her footprints retaken?
I didn't need to. Get out of here. Get out.
You heard the lady.
Oh. You don't believe me either, Dave?
You're fixated on Vicki. You do anything to be part of her life.
Including pretend I switched babies?
Damn right, you are that sick.
Well, you know, I don't need to pretend, because the thing that's been pretend around here is your whole life with Jessica. That's what's been pretend.
No. My life with my children has been good and true, which is something you don't understand.
It's been too good to be true, Vicki. That's what it was. Now, come on. You think I'd kidnap a baby for 4 weeks and bring it back totally unharmed without any ransom?
You are very unbalanced.
Well, it's easier to believe that, isn't it? Yes, that I have all the problems, that you don't have any. No, that you're perfect, that you can just say you forgive me, that I've seen the error of my ways, that I'm not at fault because I was brainwashed by Mitch Lawrence.
That was true.
And I just snapped out of it one day.
So you said?
I lied.
Yes, obviously I can see that now. Because you didn't need to be brainwashed. You are totally malevolent all on your own.
Or what about you? You were so eager to have this whole ordeal over. I could have brought you back a puppy and you wouldn't have known the difference. But I didn't have to bring back a puppy because I found a real baby to take the place of the one I stole from you.
No, you didn't.
Face it, Vicki. Natalie's not the imposter. Jessica is.
No! I don't believe you.
Face it. You've been calling that complete stranger your daughter for all these years. She's no more to you than I am.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
It's all right. It's okay, honey.
No, it is not okay,
yes,
Mom.
It is okay because we know they're not telling the truth.
She kidnapped me.
Sweetheart, all they want is money.
Yeah, but what if she's right?
She's not. She isn't.
What if I did look different?
Oh, baby, you didn't look different. My God, do you have any idea how much I wanted you, how much I looked at you when you were born, what you meant to your father and me, how much we wanted our little girl? My God, the nurses couldn't even get you away from me. All we did was sit there and look at you and plan all the things we were going to do, and the tea parties and the gardens we would plant, and we'd play baseball. Well, that was your father's idea. Baby, I mean it. All those things that we planned for you because you were our little girl.
Then why don't they believe that?
Because they want money. And if we give it to them, they will go away.
But we won't, right?
No, we will not, because they are simply going away.
It wouldn't matter if you gave us money or not. We're not going anywhere.
Oh, yes, you are. If I have to drag you out of here by myself.
Yeah, that'll happen.
You're best to believe her.
Nobody takes advantage of my family.
Oh, no, Alison. Looks like she still doesn't believe it.
Why would I? They're ridiculous lies.
We knew you wouldn't believe us.
Then you're just a little smarter than I thought you were.
Well, that's why we didn't say anything when we first got here. Why we made friends with you, Jessica.
You were never my friend.
We need a way to get in this house. And even after we got here, it took us a while before we found what we needed.
And what did you need?
Proof. Because once you have that, there's nothing anyone can do to change it.
I knew you were looking for something.
Not for some stupid bracelet, though. Who needs that when you can have something so much more valuable?
What were you looking for?
We did more than just look. We found it.
Doesn't really matter what you found. Because nothing is going to make us believe all this nonsense.
Really? What would you do if I told you I had irrefutable proof Natalie is your daughter?
If you think for 1 second that I'm going to buy into this ridiculous story...
Hello, since when is proof ridiculous?
I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth.
You can't ignore me. I'm your daughter and I have proof.
Well, you can keep your proof. Because you are not my daughter. And no amount of fabricated evidence is going to convince me otherwise.
Not fabricated.
That's bull.
Why do you think that we were here so long without saying anything?
Probably because you knew we wouldn't believe you.
Because I needed real evidence. I had to get close to you, Jessica. Let you think that my boyfriend was actually interested in you. Do you know how hard that was for him? Because you were just so boring.
I hate you.
None of this was easy for me. I mean, I hated it, every second of it. But it was worth it.
Really? So you could cause more people more pain?
No. Because I was finally able to get what I needed.
And what was that?
Samples of Vicki's DNA and her ex-husband's DNA. I had them tested along with my own. Want to see the results? Go on, take it. Read what it says, then let's see what you believe.
How'd you get these DNA samples?
Remember when you accused me of stealing Vicki's bracelet? Well, I stole some of her hairs from her hairbrush. And then I took some of Clint's, my father's hair from your locket.
You had no right.
Oh, I had every right to, because those hairs and these papers make me a Buchanan, and you a nobody.
No.
Jess,
What? What?
I'm sorry this is happening.
I need to talk to you. Seth, you don't have to be nice to her anymore. You don't have to pretend like you care what happens to her.
Well, I do care.
Why? Do you really think she's going to forgive you after what you've done?
You totally ambushed her in there.
So what? She's had 19 great years. Let her have a bad day.
Natalie, she doesn't deserve this.
You think I deserve to grow up with nothing? Treated like dirt while little Precious took my role in this family? She stole my life. And I gotta take her side?
I'm not taking anybody's side, okay?
What's the matter with you? You almost blew it in there by telling her about us. What is wrong with you?
Seth didn't tell me anything. I found out on my own.
Jess, I'm sorry. Natalie and I have been going out for a long time. But I never meant to hurt you.
Stop apologizing. You don't have anything to be sorry about.
How can you say that?
Because it's true. I only did what I had to do.
You lied.
Yeah, I lied. Do you think I could have just showed up to this house and told everybody who I was and I would have been welcomed into the family? I don't think so. Vicki's a little more overprotective of her so-called daughter.
I am her daughter, and I want you and your boyfriend out of my house now.
You sound just like my mother. Look around, Jessie. This is mine now, not yours. You were just a nobody keeping my seat warm, living the life that I should have had, but not anymore.
You're deluded. Do you know that? You are so jealous. I've done nothing but try and help you since the day we met.
Well, that's because I was a novelty to you, having someone poor as a friend.
What? I confided in you. I trusted you. I even gave you a place to live when you didn't have anywhere else to go, but that's not the case, is it? You two were living together the entire time. That was one big lie.
Jess.
Oh, my God.
Jess.
What? Don't. I don't want to talk to you ever again. Mom.
Now do you believe me, Vicki? I finally brought your baby home to you.
Ben? Is this even possible medically?
What was that about?
What?
You and Miss Purse?
She was upset. I felt bad.
What are you trying to do, hedge your bets?
What are you talking about?
Were you trying to make sure the princess doesn't hate you in case she doesn't have to give up her crown? Well, I got some news for you, Seth. I'm the Buchanan now.
Natalie, what the hell is the matter with you? Okay, you had a tough time growing up, but Jessica never did anything to you.
She stole my family. I'm not gonna let her steal my boyfriend, too. I love you.
You know, I used to think you had a heart. Guess that's just another thing that Jessica stole from you.
According to this report, the DNA samples that Natalie brought them were a match.
It doesn't mean a thing, all right? Because these test results could have been forged, the lab technicians could have been in on the take, anything could have been done.
This is totally legitimate, Vicki.
May I see it, please?
Honey, I want you to remember this piece of paper says only what they want it to say, okay?
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely.
Well, then maybe you should know that we had yours and Mr. Buchanan's DNA tested at an independent laboratory.
I couldn't care less where you had it tested.
There is no way to fix those results.
There is no way that pathetic, sad little creature is my child. So if this is your warped sense of revenge, you failed, Alison. Sorry.
I didn't fail. And that report proves everything that I'm telling you, so you might as well learn to accept it. This sad, pathetic little creature is your daughter.
This is getting so old, so fast.
It wasn't easy tracking her down after my coma. It took a long time, and it had been quite a while. And I recognized her right away. Unlike her mother.
Oh, never mind, honey. Never mind. This is all going to be just fine.
Ah, talk about denial.
Shut up.
Would you like to know what I think about your proof? What I think about your tests? That's what I think.
Call me crazy, but I'm not stupid. You think that's the last copy of that report we have?
Okay, you guys are out of here now.
Hey.
Hey, what? You got a problem?
You're gonna let them take me away from you and from this house again?
Oh, please. You know what? If you're so sure of yourselves, then I'm sure you won't object to another DNA test, one that we can all witness.
I thought you'd never ask, Mom.
So how long till we find out?
Well, Larry said sometime this morning. Ben just went to try and find out.
Great.
Darling, it doesn't really matter how long it takes to get the result of this DNA test, okay? Because I know what it's going to say. It's going to say that you are my daughter.
Because you raised me.
Yes. And because I gave birth to you. You, okay? Not Natalie, you.
You're that confident.
You bet I am. And very soon we will be able to forget that this sadistic con game ever happened.
Maybe. I'm telling you, Mom, I will never forget how Seth made a complete fool of me. All night I kept dreaming of him and Natalie just laughing at me.
Good morning, Mom.
Don't call me Mom. I am not your mother.
Don't be so sure. Seth.
Stop it. You can't do this to Jessica.
Well, how about what she did to me?
She was good to you.
She stole my life.
She didn't do it on purpose.
You want to get in a few jabs, too?
No.
Are you saying that you don't hate me?
No, I pity you. You're so convinced you're my daughter, and it's not true.
The DNA tests say it is.
DNA tests that were ordered by Alison Perkins. Natalie, wake up! She's a con artist.
Says you.
Okay, tell me, what did she do? She called you up out of the blue one day, right? And she said, guess what? I kidnapped you years ago, and I switched you with Jessica. Right?
Yeah, pretty
Right.
much. Nice call to get.
I'll bet. And you just believed her.
She knew a lot of things.
Did she happen to tell you that she was calling from a mental institution?
And?
And she didn't switch you with Jessica. She made it up. It's all part of a ridiculous get-rich-quick scheme. She was looking for a hungry young girl, and she found herself the perfect patsy. You.
You must really be worried that I'm right, Vicki. Otherwise, you wouldn't be lashing out like that.
I know you don't want to see me. I don't blame you, but I need to explain something.
How could you? I mean, how could you be so nice and so loving when all along you knew that you were going to do this?
It's complicated.
What did I ever do to you?
Nothing.
Then, please, tell me why.
I was so poor growing up. I hated it. I hated how everything was so hard.
A lot of people grow up poor.
Not you. You don't know what it's like. But Natalie and I, we understood each other. We were from the same world. And then Alison called, told Natalie who she really was.
So why didn't Natalie just go right to my mother then?
Alison said she wouldn't believe her, that we needed proof. So she told us what we had to do to get it.
And you had no problem destroying me in the process.
I didn't know you. You were just some little rich girl. I told myself that it was okay. But it wasn't okay. You became a real person that I cared about. That I more than cared about. Is this guy bothering you?
No. No, he's not bothering me. He never will again.
You couldn't be more wrong. I'm not worried at all, because Jessica is my daughter.
Well, you raised her. So, in that way, I suppose she is. But Natalie is your biological daughter.
Not on your life. You know what, Natalie? I'm going to give you and Seth a one-time only get-out-of-jail card. You leave town, and you never, ever bother me or my family again, and I won't press charges.
I'm not doing time over this. I need to know, is all that stuff that you told me true or not?
Don't let her get to you. You saw those test results.
Yeah, but I don't know squat about DNA tests. All I know is that I went to some doctor that you sent me to who gave me some papers that I didn't understand and said it was a match.
And it was.
But what if something went wrong? I mean, what if this is some mistake? Seth.
What?
You were there when Alison called me when she told me that she switched the babies.
Yeah.
And you saw the DNA results. I mean, those papers, did they look real to you?
Yeah, I guess.
Tell me the truth now. Am I a Buchanan?
You are a Buchanan. You are Vicki and Clint's daughter.
No, you don't have to listen to this, okay? Let's go wait someplace else.
She'll have to hear it eventually.
Vicki forgave you when most people wouldn't have. She forgave you for kidnapping her daughter, and you repay her by scamming her?
No, by finally telling her the truth.
That's such bull. What kind of perverse pleasure do you get out of hurting Vicki and Jessica over and over
And
again?
what kind of perverse pleasure do you and Vicki get out of denying Natalie's her daughter?
Jessica is her daughter. Natalie is just a pawn in your con game.
You keep telling yourself that. It's only going to make the crash bigger when you finally have to face the truth.
Just look at us. We are mother and daughter.
Because you say so.
No, darling, because I know so.
What if the test says otherwise, Mom?
Baby, when you were born, I spent hours and hours studying your face. I memorized every inch of it. When you were brought back to me, I looked into this face, and I knew that you were my Jessie. There was no question about it. You have to believe me. Now look at us.
I am your daughter.
Yes. Yes, you are.
What's wrong with this picture? Oh, yeah. Jessica.
We'll see about that.
That's my girl. Larry, do you have the results?
Why don't we go inside? As we all know, all right, DNA. It's the individual particular genetic makeup in every person. Every cell has it.
Larry, please, just cut to the chase. What did the tests say?
Larry, just tell me that Jessica is my daughter. Larry, please. Just tell me, Natalie is not my daughter. Jessica is.
Maybe we should talk about this privately.
Oh, my God. Please, just tell me.
I personally supervised the test in the DNA lab. We ran the test once, and then we ran it 2 more times.
And the results were what?
I'm sorry, Vicki. Natalie is your daughter.
No, Larry. You're wrong. You have to be wrong. Okay, this has got to be a mistake. Natalie's not my daughter. She can't be my daughter. Jessica is my daughter.
Could someone have tampered with the blood samples?
Ben, I was there when the samples were taken. I was there all night, and until I saw the final results, they were never out of my sight.
Okay, even so, something could have gone wrong.
I ran the test a second and third time just to confirm the first. Vicki's and Natalie's DNA is a perfect match for the mother-daughter model. I'm sorry, Vicki. There's no mistake.
Of course not. Do you think I would have come forward with something like this after all these years if I wasn't absolutely positive?
I think you would have faked anything to hurt Vicki.
What good would fake proof do me? I knew you'd run your own tests.
Tests say that you have to accept me.
Accept you? No. No, the tests don't say that. They say you're my daughter, and that's all.
Exactly. So, don't you have anything to say to me?
You know what? This is a lot for Vicki to handle all at once.
I don't think so. I think in your heart you knew it all along. I think you recognized something right off the bat. That's why you've been so nice to me.
Look, why don't you just back off and give her some time, all right?
I am your daughter. I was the one who was stolen all those years ago. I'm finally back. I think I deserve a welcome home, don't you?
Go away. And leave me alone.
That's it? You were nicer to me when I was your employee.
Natalie, give it a rest, okay?
I have a right to be happy.
Yeah, well, other people aren't.
That's not my problem. I'm finally reunited with my family. I'd like to enjoy it. And you heard that, Doctor. I really am Vicky's long-lost kid.
Mom, it's true. I'm not your daughter.
I'm sorry, Vicki.
Yes, I know. Larry, look, I need a little time to sort this out, okay?
Yeah. Look, if you need to talk, if you need me at all, anytime.
Thank you.
I remember you when you were a sweet, kind woman who once dated my son.
I am sweet and kind. Ask Natalie.
How could you do this to these people?
Oh, what does it matter to you? I didn't marry Dan, did I? He split.
Yes, he did. Glad he got away from you.
Come on, I'm taking you home.
What about me?
What about you? I couldn't care less. I'm taking my daughter home. Get out of my way.
I'm so sorry.
Keep away from her.
This isn't how it was supposed to be. It's supposed to be so much better.
Well, what did you expect? That Vicky's gonna welcome you in open arms? And she's gonna thank you for tearing her life apart?
I'm her daughter. I mean, the DNA test proved that. She can't ignore it.
All the DNA tests in the world will never make you Vicky's daughter.
Guess again.
What are you sticking around for?
This isn't how it was supposed to be. I'm her daughter. She's supposed to love me.
Ben was right. Just think about what we did. How we did it.
It was terrible, but it's not like we had a lot of choices.
Maybe not, but you can't expect Mrs. Davidson to be happy about it.
Well, if she wants someone to be mad at, she should be mad at Alison Perkins. I mean, that's who switched the babies. And that's who told us how to get the proof.
Yeah, but we're the ones who did it.
I just kept thinking how great it was all going to be. Big reunion. Finally being somebody.
You've always been somebody.
You know what I mean? I mean, even before Alison came to me and told me who I really am, I had always dreamt about being somebody special one day. You know? It was like, inside, I always knew that I was something more than Natalie Balsam. Now I am. It's just so
Ugly?
ugly.
I knew you were special the day I met you.
You're right.
I did. But since Allison showed up, you've changed.
Allison was like my fairy godmother. She just waved her magic wand and turned me into a Buchanan.
I guess. But It's going to be a long time before the Buchanans accept you.
But you still do, right? Or are you so worried about Jessica that you don't want to share all of this with me anymore?
Jessie, wait.
Mom, stop. Please. I can't listen to it. I listened to it the whole way home. I can't hear anymore how I'll always be your daughter because I'm not. I'm not your daughter, and I never will be. Not now or not ever, okay?
Don't. It's not true, all right? Okay, maybe the test...
Maybe, Mom, there's no maybe about it. Uncle Larry ran the test 3 times.
Fine, then Alison brought me back a different baby. It doesn't matter. I think that God had a plan, and I think he meant for you to be my daughter.
Yeah, but Mom, it's not the same. You're not gonna love me the same way anymore.
Are you insane? Are you insane? Do you think your father loves Kevin and Joey any the less because he's not their biological father?
Yeah, but that's not the same thing, Mommy. He adopted them. I'm not adopted. I'm not your daughter. I'm nothing.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You are my daughter, and you have been from the second you were brought back into this house safe and sound.
Yeah, under false pretense.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're the child that I loved. You're the child that I held and I cried over. You are the child that I cherished. I held you right here by my heart so that you would hear it. And I swore to myself nobody would ever take you away from me again, and I won't let them. Believe me, I won't let them. I was meant to be your mother, and you were meant to be my daughter. And I am, and you are, forever.
Jessica does not need you, Seth.
Yeah, you know, I gotta go. I gotta do some stuff before work.
You don't have to be a waiter or a bartender anymore. You can quit those jobs. We're gonna be rich.
Sure. I'll see you later.
Seth. Look. I feel sorry for Jessica, too. But no matter how bad I feel for her, I know that she's never gonna forgive me. Or you.
I love you. I love you with all my heart and soul. And there's no test on this earth that will ever change that. Daddy and I will always, always love you.
But he's not my dad.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is, and he's not going to love you any the less when he finds out about this either. We can call him right now if you want to.
No. No, can we wait, please?
Sure, whatever you want.
Promise?
Yes, I promise.
It's ridiculous. I'm being so selfish. Come on, you're trying to protect me and you're just upset about this as I am.
Hey, you know what? Mothers protect their children. That's what they do. That's why I'm protecting you, and I always will.
Mom, I mean, no matter how much we pretend or no matter who we don't tell, and no matter how much I love you, it doesn't change the truth. I mean, the truth is, Natalie is your real biological daughter.
Vicki told me about the day you got hit by that car.
I was on my way to meet her. I was going to tell her the truth about how I'd switched the babies.
Who'd you switch the babies with? Who were Jesse's biological parents? Why didn't you tell Ray or Larry? You met Vicki at St. Anne's. Ray set it up. Why didn't you tell her the truth then?
Because she wouldn't have believed me. It took all my convincing to get her to believe that I was sorry.
Because you weren't.
You know, you could learn a thing or two from Dave. I liked him. He was nice and kind, and he took away the loneliness.
There is no Dave.
Yeah, exactly. It was just you trying to hurt me.
Because you were hell-bent on hurting Vicki.
So if Vicky's my mom, I guess that makes you my stepdad.
No daughter of Vicky's would ever have hurt her the way you did.
If he thinks Vicky's hurting now, wait till he sees what we do next.
I don't want to think about Natalie right now, and I don't want you to either.
How can we stop?
Natalie will never, ever come between us.
Mom, she already has. She is your daughter. I am not your daughter. Who am I?